Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, basketball talking time. As I was saying in my previous video therapy session, I was watching half of the LA Clippers Dallas matchup and the final of the Sixers Knicks. Final like 3 minutes of that game. First of all, Sixers Knicks. You know, the Knicks go down 3-1 to the Sixers. To the Knicks. Sixers go down 3-1 to the Knicks. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that, but yeah, man. And Jalen Brunson went off for like 47 points, 10 assists. Telling y'all, he's better than people have given him credit for. I think the fans have given him a lot more credit than the media has. I think that's what it is. Because every time I hear fans say, "Yo, he's one of the best," and then the media's like, "Well, yeah, he's pretty good." Like they're not really giving him the credit like he actually deserves. I don't think the accolades are coming his way. He probably should be on that top USA team. He should probably be on that. You know, that kind of thing. So I'm glad he's able to show it, man. He left Dallas and went to New York, took on being the man, so to speak, and he's everything they need him to be, man. It's probably going to lead them as far as anybody's led them in 35 years, probably, especially the way it's going. So I just think the guy's a bona fide superstar at this point, and it's time for him to start getting his flowers, his credit, accolades and stuff. It's time. He's been an MVP candidate all season long, and quite honestly, I don't know who's going to stop him in the Eastern Conference. I don't really trust any Eastern Conference teams. For all I know, his team is the last one standing in the East. And I wouldn't put it past anybody. Put it past his team, and I wouldn't trust anybody in the East right now. Nobody. So that's what I got to say about that. He's fantastic. Iced the game there for his team. And then with the Clippers, man, you know, they just came out shooting the three ball extremely well, and the Dallas Mavericks couldn't hit a shot. You know, this is what I was saying about the Clippers. When you start talking about all of the offensive weapons that the Clippers have, they have a little more than the Dallas Mavericks do. The Mavericks probably have the biggest superstar on the floor in Luka Doncic. But when you start talking about who's all playing for the Clippers, you really need the others for the Mavericks to play absolutely great every single night. And I don't know that you can count on them to do that. You know? As to where Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George, I mean, it's playoff time. Norman Powell, I expect those guys to show up. Although they have underperformed in a lot of cases. And I told you guys, I don't trust the Clippers that much. When it really boils down to it, I'm inclined to trust those stars and past superstars more so than I'm inclined to trust the Dallas Maverick role guys. And this is the type of game that kind of epitomized what I was concerned with for the Mavericks. They don't have an answer. You know, you put a guy like Green on Paul George goes for like 27 points. There's no answer there. And when Paul George is going off like that, James Harden has it going, shooting the ball as well, and Norman Powell all shooting the ball very well. And then you got Russell Westbrook doing all the energy things, Terrence Mann accompanying him with the energy things. This is the vision that I saw that made me pick the Clippers in 7. It's a lot coming at the Dallas Mavericks. And if they don't have an absolutely great Luka Doncic and absolutely great Kyrie Irving, then the role guys of the Clippers are just a higher caliber, higher cachet. You know what I mean? And so I don't know how the second half of that game is going. I think the Clippers had a 17-point lead going into the half, and that's why I ultimately had to stop watching. But that first half was ridiculous. I mean, the Clippers went up by as much as 30-something. And the only thing that kind of shut that down was Kyrie Irving going on a run where he's throwing together a couple shots. But nobody could hit a three for the Mavericks when I was watching. So I don't know how that game has gone since. For all I know, the Mavericks came back since they cut into that lead pretty good. But, I mean, that first half was they really laid a haymaker on them boys, man. It was bad. It was real bad. So, yeah, man, we'll see how that goes. I'll check the score after I'm done with this video. But, you know, I think the Clippers are a tough matchup for the Mavericks. A very tough matchup, especially if you're going to have Paul George play like that. Paul George looked like the best version of Paul George he was playing crazy great. And even though Kawhi Leonard is out, the vision I think they were trying to put together for the Clippers is to not have to rely upon Kawhi Leonard at all, because you can definitely count on him not being there. So they got a lot of wings, a lot of players that can play that position. So it's just next man up. And so at that point, you just don't really feel like the Clippers are going to hurt too bad without Kawhi Leonard. He's not particularly imposing defensively anymore, and he's not particularly he's not leading their offense. They got all kinds of guys that can hit shots. So for me, I'm not saying they don't need Kawhi Leonard, but for this series, they don't. Like in general, they may. Throughout the playoffs, yes. But in this series, he ain't overly necessary. They still outclass those guys with their scores. So yeah, man, that's what I saw. Just a dominant first half for the Clippers, and saw the Dallas Mavericks slowly chipping away at that lead. So we'll see how it's going right now. I'll check it out. And that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDO44. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.